Today's guest is a young Catholic priest who noticed a need for more priestly vocations and felt called to do something about it.
I love it.
Joining us now is Father Matt Gonzalez. He's the rector at the Cathedral Basilica of the Sacred Heart in Newark, New Jersey. Today he's here to talk to us about a vocation club for Catholic boys that he started at his last parish called, and I love this, Sons of Thunder. Father, how are you doing? How are you doing, Father?
Doing well, Jay. Good to be here.
Happy birthday, happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yep, we hear Tuesday is the big day, right?
The big day, 32.
Oh my gosh,
32.
You're like an old man.
There it is.
What does that make us? Hey, before we get into the specifics of the program, can you tell us how you chose the name? Because I love the name. It's just fun to even say it.
Absolutely, yeah. So usually when people hear Sons of Thunder, they're thinking guys are going to roll in with Harley Davidsons. And then I got to say, no. This is all about an encounter with Christ in the Scriptures. So it really goes back to James and John. They wanted to call down fire from heaven. And so the positive twist of that, I think Jesus was perceiving the passion and the zeal in James and John. And so I think that's what young men are really feeling. They have a lot of passion, a lot of zeal, and that just needs to be honed for the mission, for what God is calling them to do in the world today.
I can't agree with that more. You know, when I go over to our seminary here, I see that zeal, I see that courage in the guys. But I got to ask you, Father Matt, when you started this club at your last parish, what ages did you intend it for, and how often did you meet?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Bishop Reed. So this is really for men who are in high school, so freshmen to seniors. We have extended it to 8th graders as well, if we see kind of certain qualities. And so the idea is to tap into that time period where young men are searching for identity, they're searching for purpose, and to kind of speak to their hearts and link them closer to Christ, because that's really the answer of the questions of their hearts.
And what do you do during each meeting? So you get together, what do you guys do?
So you guys might not even believe this, but I told the guys we have to do 3 things, and you guys create it. So this is not about me or about the lay leaders. And so I said we have to do prayer, fraternity, and service. So what do you want to do for prayer? And they said we want to pray evening prayer. So we pray liturgy of the hours, believe it or not, and this came from the men. So we pray evening prayer together at every session. We do faith formation. We use videos from the Knights of Columbus called Into the Breach. They love that. We do kind of small faith sharing groups with that. Then we do some sports. We play basketball or soccer. And then service projects. You know, the guys have gone out to do beach cleanups. They've helped raise money for the elderly. And they've also helped religious sisters kind of help spruce up their garden over in Summit, New Jersey.
Now, can you share an example of how you saw a young man sort of learn to love and to serve more like the example that Jesus gives us?
Absolutely. So I think in every young man, there's this desire for sacrifice, a desire to give of themselves. So a line that we say at Sons of Thunder is, boys think about themselves, men think about others.
I love it.
And that's really the image of Christ on the cross. He lays down his life for the good of the world.
So you started Sons of Thunder. Was there a moment when you were a young man, when you were in high school, that you can reflect back on? I know you're ancient now, so this could be difficult, but that you can think back to and say, well, I wish this was here when I was doing this?
Absolutely. I remember wrestling with the vocation to the priesthood, especially in high school.
Yeah.
There's so many distractions, so much noise. What helped me so much was youth ministry. That helped me to think about the vocation in a different way, service, faith, prayer. And so it's kind of taking that model, but focusing on the young men to help them in such a noisy and busy world.
And I think, you know, you heard me say, I've been looking forward to this conversation for a long time, because when I saw or heard about Sons of Thunder, I said, we got to learn more about this and spread the word and imitate what you are doing so effectively. And speaking of that, Our cathedral here, Holy Cross Cathedral, Monsignor Kevin O'Leary has done a fantastic job of kind of bringing the community back because it's in the city, but the neighborhood has changed a lot. He's doing a great job. I don't know what your cathedral is like, but have you been able to start a Sons of Thunder chapter there at the Cathedral Basilica?
Yeah, great question. So I got here about 4 months ago. It's definitely one of my goals to expand the Sons of Thunder. I just brought them. I brought the men to the cathedral a few weeks back. So that was a great experience for them. But what I'm starting to realize, while we don't have a chapter here at the cathedral yet, really think the model for success is to do regional chapters, not necessarily tied to a parish, but to have priest chaplains who are invested in this throughout the regions of the diocese. So that's something that I'm currently working on.
Well, you're leading into the next question then, because I think this is fantastic, and I think it is something that can grow and be replicated all throughout. If someone was watching and wants to start this kind of program at their parish, how can they contact you?
Absolutely. So they can contact me at my email address, which is rev.matthew.gonzalez@rcan.org. That's the easiest way to contact me. And I do think this can be replicated. I think that this could really offer a great opportunity for young men to connect to their faith and think about their vocation in a deeper way.
Mm-hmm. Well, Father, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been a pleasure, and continue the great work.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much, Bishop.
Thank you, and please give your eminent Archbishop my best regards if you see him.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.